Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to all of you. And here I am from the city of Mumbai today, welcoming you to your 443rd session of Empowering Morning Conversations. So on this nice day, nice rainy day, when I stop speaking, I can listen to the birds outside, and that's such a wonderful feeling, isn't it? I was thinking yesterday, no matter how gloomy or whatever might be the day, the birds will always greet the morning with a song. And I was thinking, we will always greet the morning with good morning, my fellow members from the Empowering Morning Conversations. So definitely we are here to get out of our ordinary way of living called the default mode and getting into a state of creating something in our life and creating a life of ease, joy, and glory. So getting out of the complaining mode and shifting into a causing mode. Creation, when you are resisting something and complaining about it, you're definitely not in a possibility mode or causing something mode. You are at the effect of what's going on, correct? You feel like I am the victim of whatever situation is. And because we've got so used to living like that, we think it's all okay and it's all ordinary. And what's wrong? I'm all right. Nothing is wrong. I say if we are not creating or causing our life to move forward in some way or the other, forward doesn't necessarily mean more money, more things. Moving forward means how much more ease and joy do I have in my life? Now, I have another way of looking at it, that no matter what is going on in my life, since life is not going to decide whether I'm in ease and joy, whatever be the situation in my life, whatever people might be doing in my life, I am able to create ease and joy in my life. Because I know that if I bring ease and joy to life, then I influence life. So I'd rather be an influencer of my life, in my life, rather than getting influenced by everybody else and everything else. And as I've told you many times, either they will influence you or you will influence. Either you will be the, what shall I say, a person who is serving somebody else's vision, or you will create your own vision. Or maybe you can do both also if you choose to. Because I will certainly be a part of your vision if it also helps me to fulfill my vision. Right? But if I'm only going to be a victim of your agenda in your life, and you happen to be, by chance, a person who doesn't care much for my well-being and my objectives in life, then I'm just doing something and maybe I feel happy doing it, that's fine. But am I causing something? Am I creating something in my life? And the biggest problem is that we allow our feelings to be influenced. Because the only way the situation and other people can influence you and me is through our own feelings. That is why we are learning to generate the feelings that we desire so that we can live our life 100%. So when I ask you to laugh 100%, it's only an example of one of the feelings that you can generate. Okay. So for me, generating laughter was never a challenge. Generating anger was a challenge. Meaning, you understand what I'm saying? Generating anger or challenging someone was not something I could do very easily. I would do it only if I got provoked and I got angry. So at that time, I'm not in control. If somebody provoked me and made me angry, that is not called generating anger, is it? They made me angry, or did I generate anger when it was necessary and required? So in my case, it was I could never generate anger. Can you generate a feeling of gratitude? Saying the word gratitude is a lot different from actually feeling gratitude, as you might have noticed in your life. No, when you actually, what do you say for gratitude in Hindi? I do not know. Kritagyata.
Shukrana.
What? Kritagyata.
Shukrana.
And that's not Hindi word, but you know, feeling that, you know, शुक्र मनाना means एक होता है, you know, relief भी होता है तो लोग बोलते हैं शुक्र मना रहे हैं, but I'm not talking about relief. I'm talking about gratitude is a feeling in your heart or in your head or wherever you have your feeling. There are times when you really feel a deep sense of gratitude, isn't it? Like you must have felt when the doctor said there's no need to do operation on your dad, you know. You would have felt real gratitude to God, thank God, you know. That's the feeling. So it's so easy to say, oh, I'm grateful to my feet, I'm grateful to my ankles, I'm grateful to my bum, I'm grateful to my lungs, or whatever it is. Saying it rather than feeling it. So there are certain feelings we are able to generate, and there are certain feelings we are not able to generate because we don't even try. So sometimes I explain this to people 50 times, they don't get it, how powerful the ability to generate feelings is. For a person who finds it hard to get angry with people, whenever it might be required, no, sometimes to shake somebody up. Yeah, krutagyata. Kritagya. That is the word I was also saying. So let us say that today you want to have a life of ease and joy. What feeling would you like to generate then? Happiness, of course. What else? If you want to generate being an allowance of someone, if you want to generate not judging someone, what feeling would you like to generate?
Peaceful.
If I'm experiencing gratitude towards you, Premji, would I want to judge you? अगर मुझे आपको देख के कृतज्ञता का एहसास हो रहा है कि यार आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल दैट प्रेम जी इज इन माय लाइफ, then will I be wanting to judge you?
Some person I see so peaceful, and some person says I feel angry. So
I
due
agree.
to depend person. Due to depend
मैं
person.
कुछ कह रहा हूँ, सुनिए सुनिए प्रेम जी,
हाँ जी,
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, अब मैं मानता हूँ कि आप किसी लोगों को मिलते हो तो आपको अनकंफर्टेबल लगता है,
yes,
किसी को मिलते हो तो अच्छा लगता है,
अच्छा
वो तो बात अलग है, हम कुछ और कह रहे हैं। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि हम लोगों को जज करते हैं ना कि आदमी अच्छा नहीं है तो मुझे अनकंफर्टेबल लगेगा। अगर ऑटोमेटिकली मेरे दिल में ये भावना है कि यार ये बंदा खुराफाती है, तो मैं कंफर्टेबल फील नहीं करूंगा उसके साथ।
yes, yes.
अगर मैं उससे कंफर्टेबल फील नहीं करूंगा तो वो भी मेरे साथ कंफर्टेबल डेफिनेटली नहीं फील करेंगे। ओके, जब हम कंफर्टेबल फील करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं तो अक्सर कोई जजमेंट होती है हमारे दिमाग में। व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि अगर हम ये फीलिंग ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड, यानी बोलते हैं ना ग्रैटिट्यूड, आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल यार तुम हो मेरी जिंदगी में, अगर हम महसूस करें इसको, if you feel that gratitude towards people and towards anybody, would you be wasting your time in judging them? हे भगवान, मैं कितना कृतज्ञ हूं कि आपने मुझे इतना अच्छा घर दिया, इतना अच्छा परिवार दिया, राइट? मगर भगवान आप ना दंड भी देते हो, मुझे नहीं अच्छा लगता। आप बोलोगे ऐसे?
Every time thankful God. उनको God
That's what I'm saying. Then you will not judge, na?
Yes.
So now there is a feeling bigger than thankful also. That is kind of what we call as gratitude. Because when you're grateful to someone, obviously you're going to be thankful also, no? जब मेरे अंदर आपके लिए कृतज्ञता यानी कि ग्रैटिट्यूड की भावना है तो ऑब्वियसली मैं आपके लिए थैंकफुल तो होऊंगा ही होऊंगा,
100%.
है ना? तो अगर मैं थैंकफुल हो जाऊंगा तो मैं जज करूंगा क्या किसी को?
सर हर 1 मिनट मोमेंट चेंज हो जाती है ना.
हाँ,
वो
तो
मतलब
इसीलिए ये कृतज्ञता की भावना अगर आप लेके चलोगे तो क्या जिंदगी ज्यादा आपके जिंदगी में विल यू हैव मोर ईज, विल यू हैव मोर जॉय और नॉट?
नहीं मैक्सिमम जो है वेरी पीसफुल.
यू विल हैव, ना?
या
Yeah, so that's the point I'm making to all of you, that if you are able to generate a feeling of gratitude, a gratitude that you are alive, right? Gratitude that you're not alone in this world, that there are people. If there's nobody in your life, who will you complain about? लोगों की जिंदगी में इतने सारे लोग रहते हैं, there are so many people in their life and they keep on complaining कि वो ऐसा है, ये ऐसा है, ऐसा क्यों नहीं करता, वैसा क्यों नहीं करता. And I'm thinking, hello, be grateful. At least you have people for whom you can be, you can be complaining about. If you had no people in your life, would you be complaining? Some people are always complaining, yeah, dunya mein, no, it is very uncertain. It is very dangerous to live in these days. And, if you go out, you never know what will happen. So I'm not going out. Okay. तो हम बाहर ही नहीं जा रहे हैं. क्यों नहीं जा रहे हैं? कि भाई हमें डर लगता है कि लोग ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे. ठीक है, तो मत जाओ. अब नहीं जाओगे तो बोले बाहर जाने को भी नहीं मिल रहा है यार, देखो कोविड के टाइम में हम कभी बाहर ही नहीं गए, वी नेवर वेंट एनीवेयर यार. I was stuck in Gurgaon for almost 1.5 months. I could not get out of the house. I was alone. There was nobody there. My youngest son and his wife, they were in Bombay. I had gone there to do my registry of that Noida house. And Noida authority was closed. So there's no question of doing any registry, right? So my client, the buyer, was also saying, sir, aap ruk jao, abhi mat jao. And every day they will say, sir, one more day, one more week, abhi registry ho jayegi, right? So I was sitting there and I was not complaining. I was saying, wow, I got time to myself, right? So I'd get up in the morning, I would do my EMC, then I would listen to music and I would study, and I was attending more programs, The entire prerequisites for becoming a certified facilitator of access, which means I have to read one 6,000 page manual and I have to answer questions also about that. There is a questionnaire you have to fill up. I did that. Then I did choice of possibilities. I did the program called ESB. Then I did a program called Certified Facilitator Training and blah, blah, blah. 8-9 trainings and then some books I had to compulsorily read. And I go, wow, I'm so grateful. Ye time mil gaya mujhe 2-3 hafte ka. So I could do all these things. I could have been sitting there and complaining. Oh my God, I am alone. And it was at some point, they were not allowing servant to come and make food also. So thank God we had nice neighbor. There is an income tax commissioner staying next to that my son's flat, young man who was a doctor. So he said, don't worry, sir, hum aapko khana bhej denge. So I'm saying, if I was not in that feeling of gratitude and that energy which you become, when you're in a state of gratitude, you're a certain kind of energy which is appealing to others, right? If I was not feeling that gratitude, I bet with you, nobody would have come forward and said, "Yes, sir, don't worry, hum khana bhej denge." So my contention today, or rather my thought today, is how about today, the whole day, we generate gratitude, right? Whatever you do, wherever you are. Every moment of today, remind yourself to generate a feeling of gratitude as you go through the day. And then you find out whether you are having a life of ease, joy, and glory today or not. You got it, Abu Bakr? That we generate a feeling of gratitude starting now. Not saying thank you, not saying I'm feeling grateful. That's only words, right? That actually feeling in your heart, wow, I'm so grateful. Vetri is there, Neeti is there, Kunain is there, Venkatesh is there, Reddy Garu is there. I'm actually feel that gratitude flowing from your heart. And you see how it feels. वो जब कृतज्ञता की भावना आप पैदा करोगे अपने अंदर, gratitude की feeling पैदा करोगे, then how and what will you experience in your life? Why don't you start now? That's your assignment for today. And when you try to do that, you might notice some interesting things happening, You may discover that you are not willing to be grateful to some people in certain situations. And then you can say, my good God, why can't I be in allowance of this wonderful being who's there in my life? Remember who you are? You are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary person who deserves to be loved and respected for who you are, right? And when you meet other people, they are also wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary people who deserve to be loved and respected for who they are. So what a wonderful life it is, and how grateful we can be that we are surrounded by such wonderful people. The only problem is our mind has to believe that, no? Mind might be saying, yeah, it's okay, sir, you are telling like this. Yes, Reddy Garu, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Sir, when you are in gratitude, you will always be in allowance. That makes life better, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you,
But
sir.
what I want is, see, it's not a feeling that we keep on the forefront when we are moving, When we become busy with our busyness, not business, but busyness we are doing. You notice that we get into, definitely in the workplace, we get into a certain default mode.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened, this, that happened, we are doing. Then that switch of gratitude can go off, no?
Yeah.
How
Sometimes.
to be grateful as you do your daily chores, that would be a wonderful thing to do, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
So we know this, and you know it. Definitely you do, and I've seen you being in that state of gratitude very often. Now the trick is, how do we keep this gratitude feeling alive through the day? You might discover that it's easier to be in a state of awareness. You will have to be, you'll be saying, hey, am I aware? What am I feeling right now? Am I feeling gratitude? Am I feeling irritation? What am I feeling right now? Oh, I'm not feeling gratitude right now. So you have to be aware, no? Without awareness, you will not be able to do.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Shakti ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Yes, so obviously, we need to be in awareness state, then only we can tell that. Whenever we are feeling that we are going into the default mode, we can tell ourselves like every opportunity is to become a better version of ourselves.
Every experience.
Every experience. Yes. Then we will be grateful for that particular situation and for the people. Yeah,
beautiful. Now, so if you're operating from every experience, an opportunity to be a better version of myself, then you will be in a state of gratitude, because you're saying every experience is an opportunity for me. So be grateful to that experience. Wow. I like it. Okay. So anybody else, anything else you can think of at this point of time? Being in a state of gratitude. Yes, Neeti ji.
So what is coming to me during this discussion is gratitude. The feeling of gratitude has a strong element, at least for me, it has a strong element of grace. In the sense, this grace is towards the feeling of gratitude and towards my own self for generating that feeling of gratitude. where I am also acknowledging my openness, my allowance to accept things as they are and accept people around me as they are. They're just being their individual selves. And how through my life I have been only opposing them for who they are, just because they don't fit into the mold that I created around me. Similarly, they have a similar feeling to me. So when I'm getting the grace element into the gratitude, it is becoming easier for me to stay in that feeling of gratitude and experience the experiencing, where it does not matter what the other person is saying or doing. It does not matter how hard or difficult the person is. The person is just being their individual self. And for the maybe one of the first times that I have full respect for who they are and what they are doing. They are doing what they think is the best. I may not agree to it totally. I may not follow what they say totally, but they also have a right to be their true selves. At least they're showing the true self. At least they're not showing a false side of theirs. And just the way, for me at the moment, feeling of gratitude and feeling of grace is extremely important. For them, that behavior or that conduct is as important. So that is what.
That's allowance. Yeah, so if you are in a state of gratitude, by the way, as you were talking, when you use the word grace, the word ibadat comes into my mind. जब आप किसी की इबादत करते हो, तो आप जज कर सकते हो उनको?
नहीं.
Right? So when are we in that state of ibadat? What's the Hindi word for ibadat?
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, because there is that if you are in the presence of a divine soul, you feel gratitude. No, you feel that feeling. It cannot be described even. That is called ibadat, in my opinion. Because I don't know any other word for it. It reminds me of an old Hindi song, "Ek buttu banaunga tera aur puja karunga." Yeah, great love gives you great feeling of ibadat also.
So it's just, if I am complete, let others be complete also in their moment.
Well, there's another word in English, it's called reverence. If I'm grateful to you, I have reverence towards you. I mean, if you're like deeply grateful to someone, do you not have reverence towards them?
Deep respect.
Yeah. You cannot have deep respect or honor, as we call it in our language here. You cannot have it unless you're grateful, because otherwise there'll be some judgment or the other. No? Anyway, Abu Bakr wants to say something. Let's listen to him before he forgets what he wants to say. Thanks, Neeti. That was a good one. Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. And gratitude. I am just in my life. I am living the present with happiness and with gratitude. But sometimes irritating me my past. I am not fear about my future, because I am living very happily. That's why I'm not worried about my past. I know it will be if I continue this journey, it will be successful. But about the past, sometimes it is coming and irritating in my spare free time. So that is my
very good. Yesterday you were there in the conversation?
Yes, I was.
So what was the topic yesterday? Forgiveness.
Yeah.
So if something from the past is troubling you, you are carrying some resentment or something, and you're not allowing either guilt or resentment or anger, something you're carrying, right? Now,
Yes.
that's fine. You're carrying it because it's there. Correct. It will come up from time to time. And it will come.
Correct. Correct.
What if you remove it by forgiving? If you cannot forgive, because then you punish. do one of the things, no? Whatever you've done, let us say you insulted somebody 5 years ago and you now remember it and still getting angry, then ask for his forgiveness if you want. Instead of just having that thought and, oh, I did this in the past, this happened, that happened. You know, yesterday I and Ashok ji had a nice discussion, right? And he and I share similar experience about what we have done to our parents or neglected them, something like that. And it was troubling us. So we did something. So he looked after his mother more than he would have. So
Yes, yeah, yesterday when there was a discussion, I was also thinking, my father used to ask smartphone, but he doesn't know how to operate that. But by the grace of God, he is still alive. Alhamdulillah, is 80 plus. And yesterday I remembered I have to buy that smartphone because he is continuously asking, where is my phone, where is my smartphone? So I'm planning, otherwise I will regret.
Exactly. So that's, you got the point, right? So if, two things. One, if you are remembering something from the past, it is telling you, okay, beta, you better do this. Why are you not doing now? You know, even if you're keeping it, you can do repentance by doing some action in the present. It's over, no? So we can even use that to remind us that some pending, unfinished business is there in our life. Why does it take away your integrity? Because something has to happen which you didn't do. Correct? When you do it, it will be wholeness and your integrity will be there. And you will also find that you will be so grateful, you know. Okay, thank you, God, you gave me an opportunity to be whole and complete in my life.
Correct, yeah.
On the other hand, if you don't do what I'm saying, then you are still carrying all these things and getting upset about it. Then I will ask you, okay, what is your interest in remembering things and getting upset about it? What are you getting out of it?
Nothing.
Maybe you see, I'm
Only
such a
worries.
nice, nothing bad about what I did.
Yeah.
So
thank you,
back
sir.
to gratitude. Yeah, thank you for bringing it up because it's a good reminder of yesterday's session. Can you see now how all these things are connected, what I talk about here, what everybody talks? Yes, Petriji.
Sir, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Sir, just I want to share an analogy about our discussion, which has come very nicely. It is like God has given me a big kitchen and also a very good skill to cook whatever I want. Instead of I cook in the kitchen, meaning the feeling which I can generate. I go beg everywhere, give me little food, give me little food. And after that, I complain that food has no salt, this food cut off, usually something else. So the feeling which I want to generate is I'm going to operate my own kitchen and all the feeling I'm going to generate. Today's special is I'm going to cook gratitude and I'm going to serve to everyone. It doesn't mean that I don't like their food, but I have confidence that I can serve a better food. And this hotel is called the Gratitude Bhavan, operates 24/7.
Hotel Gratitude, come and take it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nice analogy. Yes, Abhinav ji.
Good morning. I want you to share about yesterday only. So can I?
Yeah, sure. Please do.
So yesterday, my regret was, I shared my regret was that I didn't pass from IIT, IIM, and family had certain expectations. And so this is something which was present for others, but actually not present for me. But when I shared it with my one or two friends, बोले हाँ ये तो तेरा पुराना game चलता रहता है type, you know. And so others were present to it and I was not. For me, it was like something that came up yesterday, but others could clearly see it. So during that day, you know what I got present to was कि IIT IIM करके मैं क्या कर लेता? जो the contribution that I can make to my family, the contribution that I could make to my company, and the contribution I would make to my friends, the people I know, and the country I make to myself, I'm happy with that contribution. So that issue dissolved for me.
Right.
It's no
So
longer,
isn't it
at this point in time, it's not an issue for me.
good? So now you can be in a state of gratitude.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Anybody else? Anything you'd like to say? So are you willing to be in a state of gratitude today? Like Vitrivel says, today I will be running gratitude hotel. Whoever comes, I will give him gratitude. Yes, Vitrivel.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I think Venkatesh wants to say something.
Yeah, I know. I can see his hand raised. You had raised your hand, so why don't you say something first?
Yeah, the question coming to my mind, sir. Yes, I do attempt to be in that gratitude state, but I don't know, something stops. So how to be aware that what is that which is stopping me to be in that gratitude state all the time?
Okay, what do you think? I know what it is because I can see you doing it all the time. So see, sometimes there is conditioning, there is habit, no? So check and see, because it's easy for me to tell you, but I want you to discover it. See, if you look at yourself, Kunenji, you will find that you are not as much, let's say, judging as much as you used to. All right. But judging is a fairly good section of your default mode because you're very harsh on yourself. खुद को बख्शते नहीं हो इतने आसानी से, right? That comes from your desire to, achieve certain type of, let's say, perfection in your life, right? Which is a good thing, isn't it? But the problem is sometimes we become a little judgmental, like we will see the faults first, right? Sometimes it comes out in the form of, or it appears to, I'm not sure what it is, but it could be like, I know something, you don't know it. So just watch out that when that comes, in simple terms, you know very well that this judgment is the problem for all, the source of all our,
It's a bottleneck.
Judgment is a very hidden enemy, पता भी नहीं लगता कब आ गया साला, भाई मैंने देखा, I've been thinking on this, I used to be like this, then I realized that you're very harsh on yourself, you're very unforgiving with yourself, you're not in allowance to yourself. How can you be in allowance to anybody else, right? If you're judging yourself all the time, Sukhdeepak, then how are you going to be in allowance of others? If I'm not in allowance, gratitude is not a feeling I will be able to generate. I'll wait for some big thing to happen, then I'll be grateful, no? I'll say, oh, I'm so grateful, God, I got 10 lakh rupees. Oh, I'm so grateful, God, that we had this minor accident, mere ko chot nahi laga. So we are grateful in some situations, but not in the others. So, my answer to your question would be, just be aware, where is the judgment coming in? So judgment has many forms, as you know. If you're saying good, bad, agree, disagree, the mind is saying, I like, I don't like. If all that stuff is going on, then you know कि अभी तो judgment चालू है.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Then gratitude is not there. So it happens in an instant. So just be aware, and I will definitely point it out to you whenever it happens. As good friends, I think all of us, can point out to each other, "Ke boss, you're doing it."
Yeah.
Because that's the whole idea of a group of 27 odd people coming together, that we can give feedback to each other. We can share our insights with each other. We can ask questions, right? Sometimes those questions may not even look very appropriate, but so what, yeah? It's better than keeping quiet, no? You will make a contribution only. मैं तो कहता हूँ जो मुंह खोल के बोलता है, is making a contribution. So thank you so much. And I think I'm kind of expanding. You got it in my first sentence, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
But I
got
was
it.
finding others can get it. Okay?
Thank you. Sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Venkatesh ji, today I shall have the privilege and honor of listening to you speaking in this forum for the first time. You spoke yesterday also, I'm told. Nice poem. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I think about this gratitude and other things is we are having a frame of a set of mind, whether it is from, say, it is in at 0 or negative or positive, depending on the experiences over the time of life. Like the influences of people on us, like if a person is always duped, means being felt cheated about his relationship and all, he'll always have some type of feeling of disliking a person, always seeing a negative point of it. So it is like a negative to 0 to positive. And gratitude is benefit of the doubt, like seeing everything in a positive frame of mind, like giving him the benefit of doubt. So what we have to, what according to me, I think is you have to come to 0, first neutralize, forgive all people who were actually within yourself, and come to a point where no feelings at all, that's a 0. Don't have any bias or anything when you find a person when he comes. So generally some people give you total positive look, like you feel very happy to meet them. You will be over friendly with them. And some people you hate for no good reason. Maybe that type of a person has had a bad effect on your life. So what we have, what I think is, we must bring ourselves to that 0 level where we are totally not having positive or negative feelings towards someone. And then given, God has given us an opportunity and gratitude, like seeing positive things in it. First. That's what I
Beautiful.
think. And
Okay, good.
one more thing I want to tell you, if you permit me, about yesterday's, that forgiving ourselves for not doing something for our father and all. I too felt it, like my father suddenly died of heart attack and I was not able to look after him. I didn't even pay him even 100 rupees. Nowadays, I tell my daughter who is working in Benz that, see, if you don't repent later on, you don't know when I will go. You give me money every now and then, so that it's like not that I require, but it's like something you are giving to your dad with love. So what I did when I felt that I have not given my father was, any fatherly person like my father appears to be in any difficulties. Like my father too had financial problems because of a large family, low income. So I knew that he was always running around begging for money, pleading for loans or something. So I used to help the person, anybody who is having that particular problem, giving him money. And this giving money was not like what I felt like what he has to do, what he felt like doing himself, like he will be happy by doing it. Like even if he says, I don't think I'm a teetotaler, but if a old person is an alcoholic and he is desperately in need of alcohol, I used to give him little money even to drink. That means let him be happy. I don't have rights on the end use of that fund or anything, but I used to think life is very short. This person, let him enjoy, he's enjoying. That's all. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And all of you and Kunen, the first part of his sharing, if you noticed it, yeah, the first part that people do, there is, can you see that because Kamat Saab is new to this conversation, he doesn't know about allowance yet, and he doesn't know about, judgment, how much we talk about. So did you notice that there was again in his conversation also, you see that judgment is there, allowance cannot be there, gratitude cannot be there, right? So that's all. So that's a very beautiful sharing from Kamat Saab. and for yesterday and for today's topic also. All right, let's listen to our very own famous actor, Mr. Kasha Sai.
Good morning,
We are
sir.
going
Good morning,
to
everyone. Gratitude is not to be taken for one day, sir.
Hello.
Gratitude is something we should, it should be like our second, next to our breath, sir, and life gets much better. This is from my experience, sir.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That how about being grateful from now on,
Yeah.
right? Like all
Yeah.
the time. You may
Yes,
find
sir.
it difficult to do so.
But by practice, it gets better. Initially, when I started, maybe in a day, I used to be grateful for 2 or 3 things. And slowly, for each and at least 90% of the time, I'm, from inside, I'm grateful for whatever is happening.
Right. Beautiful. Now, you know what? It's not something to do. A lot of people think that being in gratitude is something to do. It's a way to be, no?
Exactly.
If you are being gratitude, you can be gratitude all the time, right? Like you can be love.
Yes, sir.
You can be a person who's always being grateful.
Yes, sir.
So, Kunen, I want to ask you a question. There is a word called ibadat. Can you explain that word to people, what it means? Because when I think of gratitude, I feel that when you are in a state of gratitude, it's like the state of ibadat. बिल्कुल उसके जैसा ही होता है.
Ibadat for me is finding that thing or person completely and accepting or be in the allowance of that finding. Like when I use this word ibadat with my Allah, then for me, not just doing some rituals, but finding him and be with him in the allowance every moment.
Yeah, that's gratitude.
Yeah.
Niti used the word grace, Some people use the word grace. Because in that state, it is pure gratitude and love also. It's pure love, pure gratitude. And you meet such people and you will call them a saint, Those who are in that state of grace or ibadat, as they call it. They will appear to you and me like they are saints, And there are people who have experienced being in the presence of such people. So you know what I'm talking. Thank you, Kunen. That's a great explanation.
So,
All
Deepak,
right.
sir, you are looking like a saint. You are full of love. You are full of grace. And you are looking cutie pie like a chota bachcha.
Pooja, this is Pooja talking, I think so.
Yes, so we can see that saintly figure in you.
अरे बाप रे, तुम थी कहाँ? I was looking for you. You joined a little late, is it?
Yeah, actually, yesterday was my father's death anniversary. So,
okay.
And before that, I was giving some interviews, so I was a little occupied. But yes, I was listening to the recordings, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you are here in our life.
So thank you for saying that. And I just did with you what Vetrivel is very good at doing, I was getting a little embarrassed with all your appreciation. So I, turned it.
But sir, I clicked your photograph today. I will send on group and everyone can see the saint in you, the divine grace in you. And we are so happy, so thankful, so grateful.
I said, my wife is sitting next to me. I hope she believes it also. So मुझे और भी अच्छा लगेगा.
She believes in that, but she keep on bringing the human part also.
All right. Thank you so much, Pooja, for sharing. Yes, Vetri.
So a quick thought about the discussion we have today. Being gratitude is the ultimate to ourselves, to others. I just got a thought. how to do it. I believe, or I'm just thinking that being happy with myself are things which makes me happy. It is something linked with the self-love. But if I keep myself happy, I'm expressing gratitude. If I am over in my life, if I'm able to be with them or be the cause of making them happy, then I'm expressing gratitude, sir. I'm just thinking this way.
I think maybe it is the first step, because gratitude is much bigger than just being happy,
Got it.
When you are in gratitude, see, there is a reason why I was asking us all to be in gratitude, right? Because if I'm grateful, I will have ease and joy. Get it? Like Shakti said, that every experience is an opportunity to be a better version of myself. Then I will be grateful for any situation which comes. No, whether I'm happy or not happy is not the question. It is that I am grateful. I'm not feeling happy right now, but I'm so grateful that this is happening. I'm going to learn something from it. And the moment I'm able to be grateful, happiness will follow, obviously. You cannot stay in a state of unhappiness if you're feeling gratitude. No? But happiness may bring you into gratitude. I don't know. What I know is that if you are experiencing gratitude for anything that is going on, for anybody who's there in your life, then your mind is different. No, you may be saying, okay, maybe you have not liked this guy, maybe, but he's there in my life. No, if he was not in my life, I would have one less person not to like. So some people liking and disliking, very important, sir. But if there's nobody in their life, who will they dislike? Now I know one person, a very great person, that person is, right? And person very alone, right? And the person feels very lonely because nobody goes to meet that person and all that. But if somebody goes to meet, the reaction is, why have you come? It is not a very welcoming, this one, okay? So there is no gratitude that somebody has come to meet and I will enjoy. But if you go and meet that person, the person will only be making some complaint about something or the other. And then you will be thinking, Arey Baba, why have I come here to spoil my mood? Are you getting it? So here is a person who's not happy because they're alone. There's nobody in my life. So when somebody comes in the life, they should be feeling grateful. Na koi to somebody has come. So now they have at least somebody to complain to. If you have nobody with whom you will complain, that's why you want somebody, because if nobody is there, no complaint possible, or whatever else that you want, right? So you can be grateful all the time by being aware and saying, hey, this is there. I've got this bottle. Wow. If I didn't have it, I would have to go get up and get it. Right? If I'm grateful I have this wife, right? Otherwise, who will I fight with? Who's going to tell me what a racketeer I am? See, then it will be different. It won't make you so much unhappy, no? So like from that point of view, I'm sure.
Exactly, sir. I got it. Happiness is the way in the gratitude journey, but ultimate our aim is ease, joy, and growth. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So ease and joy is happiness only, no?
Yes.
If you are in a state of gratitude, it is easier to be in a state of joy and ease and glory. You can say, what a glory. Fantastic. Thank you. So that's it. That's it for today. And keep going and let's have wonderful sharing from what magic will happen in your life. What magic are you going to create in your life by being in a state of gratitude? Try it out. I believe that magic happens when you are in a state of gratitude. Venkatesh, you wish to say something? All right. So great then. Thanks a ton. Thanks for your sharing.
Sir, Chidambar has raised hand.
Okay, Chidambar, go ahead.
Sir, quickly, in a short note, I'll tell that. Sir, actually, living in a state of unconditional way of our life with the happy and positiveness. And at the same time, we have to believe that everyone and everything is a part of it. And we have to allow that that enjoying and allowing everything in neutral manner, in a natural way. We must be center of our own freedom and love and happiness, but we must not be just out of the ring. So like that, by the way, spreading a smile and positiveness and talking around of our friends, neighbor, and whatever environment we are living in, we must allow them because they are all part of our happiness and our life. So that like this, believing and living in a state of freedom of mind is a gratitude, sir. Allowing everybody in our life, and just at the same time, we must be center of our own freedom and love, not influencing with the people. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Smile is universal language. Smile is universal language. With a smile, we can connect with everybody.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
That is why you are not coming on the camera and smiling, no?
No, sir. When I come to the camera, signal is low at my own.
Then don't be such a stingy fellow. Buy a better bandwidth, no?
Pardon, sir?
I said, don't be such a miser. You get a better bandwidth connection, no?
Yes, sir. I do it. Yes.
Yes, Kunen.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude to you for a wonderful session. एक शेर अगर इजाजत हो तो अर्ज करूं
बिल्कुल मैं तो वेट कर रहा था कब बोलोगे
आपके लिए और सभी हजरात के लिए कि किस कदर शुक्रिया अदा करो उस खुदा का अल्फाज नहीं मिलते किस कदर शुक्रिया अदा करो उस खुदा का अल्फाज नहीं मिलते जिंदगी इतनी खूबसूरत नहीं होती अगर आप जैसे दोस्त नहीं मिलते जिंदगी इतनी खूबसूरत नहीं होती अगर आप जैसे दोस्त नहीं मिलते so let's be in the gratitude of the every moment stay safe and stay blessed
25 दोस्त यहाँ पर है but what's happened to Kuldeep ji I better find out today he's becoming little irregular nowadays. Okay, now I have an important announcement to make, or rather a reminder. Today is the last day for you to take advantage of the old price of the Good to Great program. All right. As you know, it is 18,000 rupees plus GST. After the 1st of July, it's going to become 35,000 rupees plus GST. So I am telling you like a reminder, if you want to do that, you do it now. All right. So see you guys tomorrow morning. Come and share with us how life became magical when you were in a state of gratitude. So thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. I accept gratitude.
Thank you. Bye-bye, sir.